How's everybody doing? I'm the Cowboy from the Cosmos and welcome back to another Risk video. So today what we're going to be doing is I have a brand new idea for a little series I'm going to be recording and uploading, and I think it might be fun for us. So essentially the idea goes that there's a lot of players in this game, and obviously how good people are can vary by rank. And it's a pretty decent metric for telling if you're a good or bad player. If you're above Grandmaster, you're probably pretty solid. And if you're below intermediate, then you're probably still pretty new. So what I thought would be fun is, what if I went into some games, right? And my goal was not really to win so much, because, I can do that in any other game where I try and win. Instead, I'm going to be guessing people's ranks. So the way it works is that I'm not going to be able to view their stats up until they die. Whenever a player gets eliminated, I can check their stats, and I can be like, was my guess correct or not? So I'll guess before, obviously, I look, based on how they're playing. And I'll be like, this guy feels like an intermediate, feels like an expert, whatever. I don't expect to get them all correct. I think there's a lot of diversity between the ranks on players' abilities. There's some new players who are really good, and there's some very experienced players who are still quite bad. But I think it could be fun. It'd be interesting to just look at how people perceive plays to associate them with ranks. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing as well, to keep it consistent, is I'm going to be doing only fixed classic. And the reason being is that if I, let's say, did world dominate, or like zombies, progressive cards on USA, right? A lot of players aren't going to understand how to play that unless you've played it before. So it's not a very good reflection of their skill. Because they might be very good at other aspects of the game, but they're not good at like the basics, but they're not good at that specific niche, so they look bad or worse for it. And people who are really good at that might not be good at like the general game, right? So I thought it'd just make more sense instead we do fixed classic on world domination, a settings everybody's played at least once. So we have the highest chance of having people who understand what they're doing. As you can tell down here, we have Fog of War and Blizzards off as always. We have alliances, and we have no rank discrepancy. You can be novice, you can be beginner, doesn't matter, grandmaster. Everyone's welcome, because that makes it more interesting. So yeah, we're filling up the lobby. I probably won't have to cut here, we're just good. Yeah, okay, cool. No need to cut. Also, wow, we have 3 people from the UK and 2 from the US. Sure, we're gonna get started. So I'm not going to change my profile or anything to be like some secret person so they don't target me, because I don't really care if I win. And it's unranked. I never change it in unranked because there's just no reason to. I'd rather have fun looking how I want to. So yeah, do we get everyone in the game? We do. Perfect. If a player bots out, I'll check their stats at that time as well. That counts as a death because they're not playing anymore. And I mean, usually they bot out when they're about to die anyway. So, first player is the blue player. We're going to watch what they do. It looks like they have a good bid for US. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where they choose to go. But they may choose to go somewhere else. We're going to see. I'm going to try and play really inoffensively. I don't want to influence the game way too much, because obviously I could make big moves that change how people would play, which also is a good test of their skill, but at the same time I want to try and keep this as subtle as possible. So they go for a simple, easy move. They get their easy take. If they fortify their 3 away, they're probably a little more intelligent. They're probably pretty decent. They don't fortify at all. Okay, it's good to know. Good to like keep a mental note of. Yellow player, looks like their only real option's Australia, so do they full send it? I don't know what to expect. I'm assuming that either pink or yellow will go for it, but there's a chance they don't. So yellow's figuring out where to go. They put 1 troop up there, they put a 2nd troop, they make 2 4s, interesting. And they use their 3 for their easy take. Okay, I like that play a lot. And they also give a well played. Okay. So right now I'm leaning towards blue. I can't really tell with one play. I have no idea. But yellow is doing a lot of emotes. However, They did know to just get an easy take with their 3. They're not really offending anyone. I don't think they're going for Australia because they pulled out of it. So that probably tells me they're a pretty decent player. They're like intermediate minimum, I would say, so far. Green player gets some pretty conservative stuff. Looks like they're going for South America, and they're going to group up their army in Asia as well. If they go for a 2-stack play, I'll like that a lot. Pink looks like they're committing to Australia. They also use their 3 for a take. Okay. I like when people do that. That's like a good sign that they're at least moderately good at the game. I wouldn't expect a novice to do that. I expect novices to immediately push for what they want. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to put our stack up here. I'm going to spend my 2 if I can. I cannot. Shame. Can I spend this one? I can. Cool. Oh, I took out my earbud. That's not desirable at all. Okay. Yellow's still been spamming emotes, which is questionable. But, alright. I can't tell their rank based on that, although I haven't seen Grandmasters do that much, so I guess. I don't see many people do that at all, actually. Emotes are really underused, I think. Except for when someone like suicides just then. I think Red's probably going for Europe. If they pull their 4 out of NA, then they are. Everyone's been using stacks that don't matter to get takes, so this tells me the lobby's probably all beginner up, because I'm pretty sure beginner comes after novice, eh? Probably. See if blue understands I want to move out of there. They do. So I'll make an alliance to him there, and I'll go to thanks. I'm also going to make alliances with people. I'm not going to try and tell them to attack each other. I might later if I want to get a gauge on their ability. But blue's being very conservative right now. He's not rushing it. I like that. Yellow makes a dangerous hit, but he does go fine for it. Oh, no. Okay, yellow has been demoted to, I'm assuming, beginner or novice, seeing that play. Because it's a lot of wasted troops, and it seems like they have a grudge against green. So, okay. Green's not out of the game yet, though, because green has South America. So green's very lucky he had an uncontested continent to get, because it means he probably is going to keep it? Maybe? These are on the free troop, which I like to see that. I like that the free rewards are being used by people. That makes me happy. Okay. Does pink go for the Conza this turn? I think they should. I think there's no reason not to. No one can possibly match in, and it's an impossible kill. They would need the best manual rolls of their lives to stop that. Cool. I would fortify the 2 to the 8 and call the day there if I was pink. Let's see. Or a 6, the 3 to the 6 is also good. That, yeah, okay. Anything like that works. Essentially, that's not really a problem. So, I'm gonna move my 8. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Thanks, SMG, for not making the dice toggle off. So looking so far, green and pink have made pretty conservative plays. They're kind of just grabbing their stuff. They're not really bothering anyone. Yellow seems like they might have lost their mind a little bit, and they're possibly a little bit insane. Red player is... So if they go for Europe this turn, I'd say they're probably on the lower end of ability, just because it's a bit early still, and people might break them. But you never know. If I was red, I'd get 1 take, and I'd probably move my 5 into my 9. Okay. This is fine too if he stops before he captures it. No, he's going to take it. No, he stops. Okay, cool. I like this. This is good by red. So because red's a bit patient, I'm now leaning intermediate to expert. Blue player, let's see what they do for theirs. Because I left their continent, they're probably happy about that, but I never accepted my alliance. That's something to keep note of, is that the only people who have is green and yellow, who are the two people that have the absolute least to gain by being in my friendship. So, sure. Blue does move his troop out of there, so he does care about that 4 at least somewhat. Fair enough. Yeah, yellow's just going crazy this game. I guess he's played with green in a past match. Or maybe they're friends. Like friends IRL that are just fucking with each other. But for some reason he has that for green, which is funny because green is like the one player who he can't do much to because they have an extra stack or an extra continent, right? Far away from them. Green removes that. Okay. We'll try and get my 3-on-1 take. We'll try and do that. So yeah, yellow I'm going to say is just a complete novice, beginner. Or he's playing with his buddy, but I would hope that he's not, because that's obviously collaboration. Maybe this becomes a cheater reveal video, who knows. So pink's looking good. Pink's got the most troops on the board, and also has Australia, uncontested. So it's not bad, that's pretty good. What do they do? They're going to try and use their 2-on-1. They don't manual roll, so that tells me they definitely can't be master or above, because they just blitz it. So they're probably at best expert this whole game. That's just going forwards. It's not saying that's where they are now. Just I don't think they can be above master or above expert, I guess, while not knowing to manual that. Okay, so put everything on our 14. We will get our easy take. Then we move over here. So let's see what red does this turn. And how they guard Europe is going to be telling of how good they are. Do they guard with a central force or no? No, they try and guard each individual border. Yeah, I'm kind of liking my intermediate guess on red. I think that's pretty appropriate. How blue reacts to red getting Europe will also be important to know. That will tell me, like, how these guys all interact with each other having continents in the next turn or so is going to be very important to keep track of. Oh, interesting. He's giving green room to move. Sure. I like it. I kind of want to kill yellow because I think yellow is making the game less interesting by just suiciding on people. Like, I think he's actually kind of lowering the quality of play here. So, I don't know. Pink next turn, if I were them, I'm putting my 6, moving over to Siam, and I'm moving my 13 up. That's what I would do. That's Siam, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Green player gets the first set in on 3. Does he try for Africa? He might. Or he might be chill. If I'm in his seat, I would probably do it like in a turn from now. Interesting. So he has the 11 locked. He has 2 10s. I'm liking his slow plays. I like it. I like it a lot. And he hasn't, like, freaked out about yellow hitting him. He did send some emotes, but yellow's been spamming him, so it's kind of like he has to respond in some way, I would say. Or most people would take it. They have to anyway. So, that's cool. He wants me to kill yellow. See, I actually want to kill yellow, to be honest with you. And I have a trade, but I don't want to waste it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Yellow. Yellow's been a fucking annoying asshole this whole game to everybody. Wow, these fucking dice, dude, I might not be able to get him. Wow, those were terrible. 73% win chance, and I lose it. Wow. Should have traded. I should have fucking traded my cards. I didn't think I needed to. I had 21 on 16, but I got really bad rolls. I lost like one troop everywhere along the line. That's okay. So if I get eliminated from this game, that's actually good, because then I can watch these guys just all play without me interfering anymore. You know, we got rid of the wild card, so we're going to check him. I'm saying novice or beginner, one of those two. I do not believe he can be higher than that. General Steel, novice, yeah, okay, I was correct. What's his stats? 411 games played. He's only 127 to 3. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, okay. Okay. I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. I probably die this turn if pink or blue have a brain. If neither of them kill me, then my impression of how good they are goes down pretty significantly. Because I should be fucking killed here. I think that's correct to just kill me. Okay, blue doesn't do it, but he also doesn't have a trade. Or just chooses not to. So that's fine. That doesn't really give me a bad impression, because he couldn't kill me if he didn't have the trade. I just assumed he'd done 4. Red player asked me to kill yellow, and he didn't kill me afterwards, so that's kind of questionable, but I also don't think he would have got enough troops. I don't even know if he did set in, yeah. But I don't, think he would have had enough to kill me, so that's probably why he didn't. But pink is no excuse. If pink doesn't fucking obliterate me, then something's wrong, chief. Something's real wrong. Oh, wow. He makes it easier for pink to kill me now. Let's pink go for it. I would. If I'm pink, I'm going for that. With a trade, hopefully. It's a tight kill, but he could probably get it. I only have 12 troops, right? 6 troops on the set. Does he have enough juice for it? Maybe. Seven troops there. That's the minimum he needs. And then he has 18 there. But is he fast enough is something also we have to see. He may not have time. He doesn't go for it. Okay. So either he just believed he didn't have enough time or something else. Do I have a set that doesn't require my wild card? I still needed to use it anyway. Yeah, karma can be a bitch. Yikes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna chill in Africa for a bit, so that I don't get killed by pink right away. Because I need to rebuild my forces, obviously. So, pink not killing me there, because he definitely could have. He 100%, 18 troops to kill, what, 10? Is totally doable. They're all ones. And he spent a lot of his turn thinking, so he's probably intermediate or so, I would say. Red player here. I'm curious what they start doing. I'm going to just try and be passive. It really sucks for my game that I fucked that kill up on yellow. I really was wishing I was going to get it. I should have traded cards. I should have. But I didn't. It bit me in the ass. How it goes. So red's being passive, and that's correct. He has the continent in his position. He doesn't need to be aggressive. He can just sit here and build troops, right? He's profiting. Now blue is trusting green, so they're probably allies. Oh, shit. Okay. So blue trusts his allies, so it either tells me he's really bad, or he's someone who believes in good neighbor, and he thinks, yeah, I can work with this guy. However, why I say really bad is because if you trust your ally too much, you're probably like a novice or something who thinks that they're ironclad relationships. Green, I'm liking that he's not just pulverizing my stack for this continent. He's happy where he is, and I think that's fair. That's probably correct. Yeah, overall that's fine. He may be waiting for him to get a trade or something, but he hasn't been too aggressive for Africa. I think he would take it if given it, but he's not trying to grab it. So fair enough. Okay, pink gets their take. I like that a lot. They're not locking themselves off. They're moving that up, which is important for their game. So my impression of them is going up by seeing them do that. I am liking it. But I still think that they're probably not above intermediate. They'd have to do something crazy to prove me wrong. And even then, intermediate has pretty decent players. So that's like when you start kind of knowing what you're doing at the game of intermediate. I don't remember. I think you need like a 1 in like 4 or 5 win rate to get intermediate. So you need to be like at least, able to win your fair percentage of games, because 1 in 6 is technically the fair percentage in a 6-player game. You have a 1 in 6 shot. Okay. So green and pink. Green, I'm kind of sitting on like an expert rank right now, maybe even higher. I don't know. I have to watch more. Red player, I'm liking this so far. Blue player, depending what they do this turn, will really decide what their rank is for me, I think. So red player does not keep stacking on blue. That makes me respect red a lot more, because they know that blue might smash into them if they feel threatened. So hopefully they're trying to kind of disengage. And it worked too, it looks like. I like that a lot. Do I have a sound 3? No. Blue players, so they respond by not hitting red. They know hitting red would be bad. So, what do they do now? The player they have had perfectly good borders with, they now threaten. I don't understand that. But okay. Green does not add directly. They add there to say, hey, if you hit my 10, you get the 28. Okay, so green and red, I'm liking both of their games a lot. I'm liking their plays, I'm liking their strategy, and I'm liking how they're not. Blue is being very aggressive. And that either means blue has like a really good like a plan to all this and a reason for it. Like he's trying to make friends with people by saying, hey, he said to green probably, hey, let's attack red. And everyone, green said no or didn't do it. So then he moves over to green and is telling red to attack him. And that might be the case. And if that is, and that he's actually just playing like 4D chess with these people, then he's definitely master above. But he also could be like an intermediate or beginner who's very aggressive still and is trying to figure out who he wants to hit, right? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm lucky that I'm basically passing the threshold of being worth killing now. Red hits blue because blue's undefended, so maybe red did that, because red did try to work with me earlier, right? He did tell me to attack yellow, and I should have killed yellow, but, either way, he's not upset about it because he got the cards. I did what he asked, so it shows he's willing to work in a team because he coordinated that. So he might be working on a green here now, and he breaks him because, blue's off his border. Blue does get an easy take. He doesn't go for a desperate break through Asia. I like it. Oh, and he disengages. He doesn't even try and, hit red back or, move his army to be like, fuck you, red. Huh. That is leading me to think he might be a better player then. If he's willing to cut his losses there and just say, okay, you broke me, I'm not going to suicide you. Green, I wonder what they do, because they can only really get easy takes here. Reasonably speaking, but hey man, we'll figure it out. I would love to get Africa, but I don't think it's possible because green needs cards too, which sucks, but that's how it is. I'm not going to open his 32 on me if I can avoid it, because I don't want to get killed, obviously. Green's just chilling out. He's not antagonizing blue. He's been trading cards with me and was willing to just accept me being in Africa super easy. So again, that leads me to believe he's probably pretty solid. So definitely intermediate plus. Intermediate's like the threshold for you at least have an idea what's going on here, right? I would love to get a game where I get a bunch of Grandmasters. Or like Grandmaster, Master, Expert, all that. Because that would be really fun to try and like guess which threshold they're on. Because Master and Grandmaster could be pretty similar. I've seen some really good players in both. Okay. So Pink's just been stacking. They have refused to lock themselves, which I like that a lot. A lot of bad players will just lock themselves in there. So this game seems like it's mostly intermediates and experts, is what it feels like. Red might be a master. Watching how he's going about it. He got his continent at a good time. He didn't centrally guard it, which I would have done personally, but he also isn't trying to be perfectly even on all spaces. He has his forces in more powerful armies that can function well for like killing and defending. And then he has smaller armies to guard other sections, right? Like the 6 and 11. Oh no, he bought it out. Okay. So, we'll give it one turn. We'll let him reconnect. And then we'll try and guess his rank. But, given we're sitting where we are, I think red is... I want to say either expert or master. But I probably should just guess. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys answer in the comments. If you guys want to let me know if I should say only one rank, or if I should be able to say between two. So it can be either one or the other. And it has to be like, you know, the two next to each other. You guys let me know what you think how I should take it is. But I'm leaning on expert to master, and I'll say for a safer bet, he's probably expert. Blue player moves over to Africa, or Asia I mean, completely disengaging. I think that's a good play. I like that. Green gets his card over there, so I'm kind of guiding him in a different direction. That's nice for me. That works out well. Let's see what Pink does here, because Pink has 5 cards. They have a big stack. What's their goals here? What's their missions to be found? I'm curious. The bot being so huge is terrifying, by the way. That does not bode well for this game. So it'll be interesting to see how people handle the AI being strong, right? Okay. Gets his easy take. He just keeps Australia turtling. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he's about an intermediate or so. Maybe beginner, but he's pretty decent, so I don't want to shame him by saying that. Get our easy take. Just chill out. I'm going to try and guide Pink into locking himself up, but I don't think the AI is going to cause that to happen, unfortunately. I actually be careful of getting myself locked in fucking Africa here. Jesus. Yeah, that's not ideal if I get locked here. Maybe I move into Europe next turn. I put everything on my 31, send it into Europe. Not take it, but just move into there. Okay. So red's had his turn. I'm going to let blue play it out, and then I'm going to assess what red's rank is, which I'm saying expert. That's what I'm going to go with. Blue goes and breaks Europe. That's pretty good play from him. What else does he do? He's just hitting the bot a lot. Which isn't even a bad play inherently. That's a bad play. Okay. I'm saying between beginner and intermediate for blue here. So let's see what red's rank is quickly. And he was beginner, really? Beginner ranked. Seriously, wow. What's his record? 11-78. He has a 4-hour win. Wow. So do you think like maybe he bots out a lot? Because that's like pretty, like he played that pretty well. I liked Red's plays overall. I liked what he was doing. That's very surprising, but fair enough, you know? Like, hey man, if you do well with what you're doing, then no diss on you. Pink here has no easy takes. Does he still fight for a card? He gets it, but I think that's a bad play. So, I am now inclined to say Pink sitting at, like, beginner intermediate. Well, I was saying he was there anyway, so I guess no surprise, but... Oh, but he does move some troops out, so he does know he doesn't want to have to hit that 15 next turn. He doesn't want to get out of cards again. So fair enough then. Alright, I'm just going to get my easy take this turn. I'm not going to bust through the AI, there's no real reason. I think it goes back into Europe. Okay. So, we have a novice and a beginner is what we're looking at right now. And one of them I got correct, but it was a very obvious tell, so I'm not like, yeah, I did it, because it is very obvious. And as the series goes, hopefully I'll get better and better at telling ranks. But I'm very surprised by Red being that low. Red played pretty well. I really wish they didn't bot, because when you bot out, obviously, you don't get to fulfill your full potential. Because maybe I would have seen something that made me think, wow, Red might be actually, like, really bad. But we didn't see that. So I can only work off of the turns I actually see played by a player. So green, I'm liking their strategy. I think green's the best player in this lobby. Currently, I'm still leaning on like expert for green. I think he's pretty solid. And maybe you guys will say in the comments, oh, it was so obvious Red was a novice and, you know, you're way overestimating people here. Which, fair enough then, but... Green's just getting chill takes. You know, he's not pissing anyone off. I like what he's doing. Pink is probably like an intermediate because he's not playing poorly, but he's not playing great either. And blue, I would say, is probably beginner, intermediate, like somewhere between there. Because I don't know why he hit the bot for so many troops. That really fucked his game up. Oh shit, does this guy try and go for the Asia hold? No way he goes for that in future turns here. That'd be totally insane. Oh wait, maybe he weakens blue to be killed. No, it doesn't look like he's doing anything. Okay, cool. Well, let me get my easy take here and just keep not bothering people. I didn't even check if I had a set, but I definitely didn't because I got an infantry that turn. So, cool. Okay, so bot wants Africa. I'm going to leave Africa because I'm not trying to get sunk in the bot here where I have to make bad takes every turn. So, sure. What does blue do? This will be an interesting turn to watch. Okay, he gets an inoffensive take, and what's like getting easy takes isn't necessarily a good tell of players' ability, because like I mean, you know, I've seen like really bad players just have non-turns where they don't do a whole lot. But this is a good tell of a player's ability. Going on the offense on green, oh boy, that's a good tell. And that kind of wants me to think now that he's not actually like playing some big 4D chess game here. I think he's just very aggressive. And he's just a more aggressive beginner player because, you know, there's no way he wins that engagement. He just gets fucking smacked. So, If his goal is to die, he's looking good for that, but I don't think it is. So, I don't know, man. Let's see what pink does, because they're almost definitely going to use that 19, unless they go for the Asia hold. I don't think they do, but they could go for it. And with blue being in green's way, technically the only one who can break him is me or the bot. Okay, so he's sitting there, and I think he wants to get... Oh no, he pulls back. Okay, I was going to say, I think he wants to be able to profit off of the aftermath of those two hitting each other if they do. But then he just pulled back and did a complete 180 on himself. So, now I don't know what to think. I'm going to let the bot get stronger, because again, I'm not trying to do anything crazy this game. I don't really give a shit if I win. Yeah, I don't know. Blue's playing very strangely to me, and it makes... Wait. Red player came back. Okay, what does red do? Red immediately recovers his game, goes into Africa here. Shit, but I already saw red's rank. God damn it. Okay, well, let's see if we can get red to show us why he's a novice this game. Let's see if that will occur. Because it could. It could happen. But red being a player now is a big fucking change from where we were a moment ago. Do I have a big set, by the way? I don't. So green's just kind of minding his own business. He doesn't care that blue stacked up next to him. He's like, okay, dude. You do you, bro. Fine by me. I think next turn I'm going to try and get red to get out of this continent for me. So I'm going to throw an alliance to him again. We'll see if I can get Europe. Because I might be able to. Pink makes their take. Yeah. Cool. Let's see what red does. So, blue player moved himself to position to Asia. He's kind of going into the no-stack nomad strategy, which could pay off for him in the long run. We will see. Okay. You know what? He's pulling back to Africa. If he full pulls back over the next few turns, I don't really mind that. Right, like that's fine with me. Blue goes deep Asia. So he's just stacking around. He's just moving as a stack. He's not fighting people, which I think is probably good for him being in the position he's in, which is a bad one. If you haven't gathered, he's in a very bad position. Huh. So, green here seems to want North America. Okay. Across the next few turns, he might get it. I guess it depends if blue or pink are going to allow that to happen, because that would make him by far and large the strongest player on the board. But we'll see as we go, eh? People will make the plays they feel like they need to. So blue player, I'm curious what their strategy is. If they just kind of roam around as a stack for a while, then they're kind of going bumped up to around intermediate expert for me, because not a lot of like lower end players will accept no continent. They think no continent, I die, right? So, given that fact, if it is in fact the case where they want that really badly, sure, they can have it then. Blue matches in, does his thing. What does he use the troops for? Does he head back into North America? Because if so, then it feels like he doesn't quite know what's going on. He does. He's sending a lot of conflicting messages, right? Because it's like one turn I'll be like, yeah, he's accepting no continent. Like earlier in the game even, he got broken and he didn't really smash red for it or something. So it was like, okay, reasonable enough. But then he does stuff like this, where he kind of just backtracks everything that it seems like he's doing. Like, it looked like him and Green were getting along at one point, and then he added a stack in front of him, but nothing came of it. And he did it again later in the game, when Green was his only source of cards. So, like, I don't know. Because he's either, like, an intermediate or expert, or who's, like, just doing a lot of weird plays, or he's a bad player who doesn't quite know what's going on, and he keeps going back on, like, he doesn't know how to commit to what he's trying to do, so he just does fucking anything. He's just like, okay, this, and eventually it'll work, right? So we'll see. Pink here is smart and is going to go into Europe so that I don't, or that he doesn't lock himself, which, fair enough. If I can get Europe for a turn, that's going to be pretty, or for a few turns, that's going to be pretty nice. I would like that a lot. But I do want him to go head over in Asia, so he can fuck off. Hopefully red is willing to give me Europe. We'll see in a momento here. I do have a big set, which is nice. Always helpful. He probably just makes a nothing hit and then pulls back to one of his stacks. And I'll give him a thanks. Well played for that. Blue player does not want to hit green at all, so he gets a hit on pink. Does he pull his 50 to his 3 or his 3 to his 50? His 3 to his 50, okay. Maybe what he's doing, okay, and this is definitely legitimate, maybe he thought if he left NA, someone else would go and take it, like me. And then green started taking it, and he didn't want to have to kill green, so he just stacked an NA to stop them from getting it. Which I guess then that would be a good play. But it's weird watching it while it's happening because it's one turn apart, right? And it's not the first time that it looks like he's gone back on something. So again, he could be playing some big complex game, or he could just be dumb. And it's somewhere in there. The truth is somewhere in that range. But we'll see. So green player, I still think is like, I don't know. He's been content turtling, but so has Pink. Australian turtles are always content with that, so I'm not too... Like, him not going for other continents doesn't tell me a lot, because he shouldn't be, as the Australian player. He has no reason to. So... see what red and pink do this turn of me having a continent now. Do they care at all? Do they not care? Or are they just chill? Okay, red's chill. Cool. I like it. And he adds a 20 over there, so he's trying to expand his territory count, it looks like. Or he's trying to make pink hit me, maybe? Maybe he wants to try and wall pink in somewhat. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Because he's like, if he keeps getting territory, or he wants pink to hit the 1 over there so that pink's locked, which could be good for us. Pink refusing to lock himself, though, all game does kind of scream to me like intermediate level, maybe even just a very passive expert, because you can get pretty high by not doing a lot. And he hasn't really made any big fuck-ups this game, Pink. The only thing that was questionable was the 8 on 6, but, like, it paid off for him. And I guess if you really want cards, then sure. Blue player's definitely, I think, the lowest ranked of everyone here. Or, well, lowest rank or potentially the highest ranked if he's playing some crazy, like, guessing game here. Like, right now, he's starving green of cards, right? So he may want green to break me, might be the case. I don't know. That's something we'll have to see as time goes on, right? And maybe Red's trying to lock me out of cards too. Who knows? I don't. I don't really care either way, so... we'll figure it out. We'll make this a 15. Yeah, and we'll put everything else here. And we'll just... there, take 55, yeah, that works. So, at this point in the game, we're kind of stalemating and not a lot's happening. So, seeing how people try and break the stalemate is going to impact my opinion of them. So, like, okay, maybe, like, I don't know, that was questionable. I don't know why Red would go 2 different stacks only to then back out of it. But okay. I'm now biased as well knowing he's a novice, because that wouldn't have made me change my opinion from master to expert. That one weird play doesn't change my opinion, right? I still think he plays like an intermediate expert. Like a good intermediate who just doesn't play a lot. An expert player or a master, like a low master, I think is what his skill level is. But his rank obviously isn't, so I'm wrong. Blue's playing interestingly. He's denying green from becoming the strongest, which I do kind of like. So, sure. Red player or green player probably doesn't like being card locked, so he's probably going to stack on red now. Either he's going to hit red for the cards, which if he does that, then my opinion of him drops a bit because he doesn't need cards right now. Like, yeah, it sucks. Pink's technically stronger than him, but he also has a continent anyway, so it's not a big deal, right? You can still just chill and get card or troops each turn. So we'll see what he does in the next 2 turns and how he acts. Okay. Pink breaks me. Sure. I wonder what Pink thinks I will do about that. So what I will do is pretty simple. Make this a 40. Do that. And yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, bro. I'm not gonna suicide you, but I will start guarding again if I need to. I like Red's move a lot. So what Red just did is gave Pink 2 ways to hit my continent. Because, like, yeah, it both funnels into this one territory of Afghanistan. But it doesn't matter because he won't block himself doing it, right? If he hits up through China. So for him, it's still a good play to do it if he wants to break me. And if he doesn't want to break me, then fine. But, you know. So, green, do you hit red? Or are you chilling? He doesn't have a set, so he only gets like 7 troops a turn. Wait, 5 troops a turn. So because he doesn't have 12 territories. So I'm not afraid of him hitting my 15 at all. That's absolutely impossible until someone gives him a card for him to do that. Pink did try and end the stalemate a little bit by breaking me, but he didn't commit to it, so it didn't matter. I can still re-grab it. Starts adding troops there. So it seems like maybe they're coming up with a plan to hit me, so green's going to keep adding there each turn, and you know, eventually he'll break me, who knows. Does pink break me here? Pink does. Okay. Does pink kill me? Or is pink just content sitting there? Okay. Well, This is where I'm going to give Pink his final skill test. Does he think it's worth it to kill me here? If he does, then fair enough. But he is going to have to spend his troops to do it. And yeah, Red's going to open him up. I expected Red to. He moves completely out of the way. Oh, okay, he gives him a free break. You know what? Okay, well played. So, now I'm going to leave my continent, because as soon as Red did that, that tells me now he's going to let us keep fighting. I'm not going to piss away troops each turn, letting Pink break me. So, since Pink did that, I'm going to stop trying to hold my continent, essentially. And I'm just going to move into a single stack again. It sucks. I really was hoping Red wouldn't do that. He would let me hold the 41, but no. Red's going to give Pink free breaks. Sure. However, it does lock Pink as well, right? Unless he puts all his troops... no, it still locks Pink because he put them all there. So, sure, fair enough. Yep. And I'll give Pink a well played. He's not letting me hold it. Fair enough. Can't be mad about it. It sucks, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So, you've successfully discouraged me from getting that. So now, I'm just going to move up the map and completely leave Europe. So I like Pink's play. I like that's what I mean. Red's a good player. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I don't understand how he's stuck in novice. Although maybe he plays a lot of unranked games. Maybe like he doesn't play very many ranked games, which fair enough then. But still, I think that even just playing 1 or 2, with the level of ability he has shown, he should be able to get at least intermediate, right? In just a few games. Because he's shown some good ability to play. Clearly knows what the fuck he's doing. So, like, I don't know, man. But I'm liking Pink. My opinion of him is slowly going up throughout the game. He's making good moves. He's not letting me hold. I'm obviously not tryharding here, or else I would be more aggressive about holding that Europe. But it's fine either way. And wow, blue does not want green to get cards, huh? Wow. I like that. You know what? I like the card lock. Okay. I have to give him credit where it is due. Even though I think blue might be the worst player here, the fact that he knows how to card lock and wants that card lock is a very good sign for him. That's a very good ability, because card locking is a very rare thing. You don't see a lot of it in public games. A lot of people aren't very good at setting them up and know how to know how much they matter. So I'm very impressed that he wants to card lock someone. It's a very impressive thing to want to do. Does he kill me? Okay. Yeah. Good game then. Well played. So, I'm probably going to stick around and watch the cookie crumble. I'm assuming the game ends sometime soon. What rank am I, guys? I'm dead now. We can view my rank. I wonder what rank I might possibly... Can I tap my profile? I actually can't. Well, I didn't know that. Okay. So, Pink takes an L for the team in order to get that. However, now Red's a lot fucking stronger than Pink. So, risky maneuver to go and end the game like that. But I do like it. It was a good play from Pink to do that. For the sake of the game, just going somewhere. If nothing else, right? If Pink only takes 1 territory off Red, and Red's sitting on 12 territories, which is a good play. It's a subtle land grab without going for the continent, so clearly he doesn't want Europe. He doesn't care. Maybe blue goes for Europe, though. He may stop card locking in order to take a Europe now, because it's open. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. He's gonna keep or maybe he slowly does, but he's making sure to prioritize card locking green. If I'm green, this card lock probably must be getting tiresome. I move that 62 out, dude. And I'm just like, okay, I haven't had enough of your games. Let's go, buddy. You know, and you force him to move his stacks. Because green's definitely got the fucking swinging power. But I'm hoping this game goes somewhere. I'm hoping we're not just sitting here doing nothing. I might have to edit this video down, depending how long we go. I may have to edit it down to a more reasonable length. I can't upload videos past like an hour and like 10 minutes or something. So I prefer to not stay here for longer than that. So I may cut out parts that aren't interesting. And like whenever people make interesting plays, I'll edit them in. We'll see. Maybe you won't even get this. Maybe this won't be edited in. So I don't know. I'm really liking Red's game, which now kind of makes me feel conflicted about the fact that he's a novice, because it's like, well, if he's a novice, then these guys might definitely be a lot fucking lower ranked than I think they are. Because the majority of this game's player base is novice, right? It is a novice player base. Novice and beginner is by far and large, like, I don't know, it's something like fucking 70% of the populace. But you don't normally see him play this well. So this is a good game. I'm liking the players here. It's interesting. So where I'm sitting now, I think pink is probably... Oh, he leaves Australia. Maybe he's getting bored with the game. If he just suicides in the blue, I'm not going to call it like a bad play, because I think that then he's just bored of the game at that point. And then fair enough, if you're bored of the match, you're sick of fucking playing it, I feel you, dude. Like, that's fine. It'd be funny if Red came back into this game after Bottiana wins it. But it's looking pretty likely, eh? He's not card locked. Pink, I'm pretty sure, is fucking done with this game. And... Or Pink just thought that he would be able to hold Asia. Like, that, yeah, Red would let it. I guess that's the second alternative, is that he thinks that Red was a better ally than he was. But Red's not stupid. He isn't going to let Pink just win the game. Blue adds all his troops there. Okay, he's still card locking green, but he's giving pink a place to get cards. Because I'm assuming he thinks red wants Europe. Okay. Green has not, like, forced his way out at all. So I'm definitely still leaning on intermediate to expert. Like, to round, I believe expert. I think he's good. He kind of knows what he's doing. He's not pissy at anyone. He's never once in this game throw punches first. He hasn't thrown any punches at all, actually. He even reacted really well to yellow just suiciding him. So, fair enough. Pink, I'm probably leaning on high intermediate. Intermediate to beginner, I'd say. No, I'm saying a solid intermediate on that one. I like his plays. He's doing well for himself. He's been progressing the game. I just think that if he thought Red was going to let him hold for even any amount of time, that's a little ridiculous. Now, if Red lets him hold here, because Red has Europe, that seems a lot more justifiable on Red's end. And then I would almost be inclined to say that Red is actually, yeah, okay, this I really like. So both of them then have this mutual understanding going on. Fair enough, honestly. Fair enough. So this game looks like it's going to fucking end soon. I don't think we sit here for way too long, because Blue's a good player, clearly. He knows how to card lock and do that stuff. So I don't think he'll let this nonsense just go on forever. If I were him, I'm unlocking green now. He has to work with the green player, or else he loses. I'm not going to check their profiles, but I do want to see their flags quickly. So this is the American, British, British, British. Okay. I'm just curious, because we saw a lot of people join really quickly. Could be potential collusion, but I don't think so. I think Red has shown good enough ability in this game that he would pick up on this mutually beneficial Europe, Africa, and Australia, Asia. Like, I think he would have picked up on that. And I think they get the same amount of troops, don't they? Not counting territories. Because what? Those two are +9, +8. So about the same. Slightly in favor of pink by 2 troops per turn. Because territories is 1. And because he's over 15. And he gets an extra troop per continent. But 2 troops per turn, especially when you have a 60 troop lead, is absolutely nothing. So it doesn't really matter now. I like that green has the 6-9 going. I'm going to throw it a dab for that, I think. Okay, so pink here starts defending their border. Sure. It's not necessarily a bad play. I just thought to take note of that. And hey, another 6-9, so I'll have to throw another fucking dab in the chat. But he makes it not a 6-9! Oh, the tragedy! Oh, he makes it a 67. At least he pulls back, so it stays. Oh, now he pulls it over there. What? That's really weird. A 9's not going to make any difference over a 7. He'll hit it or he won't. You have 1s on your other borders. So if he feels like he wants to break you, he's going to fucking break you. Which he does. So. Red has broken the friendship. If I was red, I would have used my 32, hit the 9, and moved my 23 over to that 5. Or no, sorry, the 23 over to a 10. And you have 2 solid guards. Pink has to rotate that full 67 back just to hit you, and you still have a 45 and a 50 to fuck around with, eh? You would be by far and large able to take pink in a fight if you need to. Because if pink hits one of your stacks, he just dies. He doesn't have the troops for it anymore. I think red wins this game looking at this. Just objectively speaking, I think red wins. Blue is still committing to card locking green, which interestingly enough has let him slowly catch up. So he's kind of like doing good, I guess, on the objective of surviving. He's not too weak. And I like what he's doing. So I'm going to say blue's an intermediate to expert. This game feels like just a lot of experts. It feels like people who are solid, but they're not crazy good. Blue could be a master. Purely the reason I would say that is the card locking. Like, I've never seen a player who's below expert know to card lock. And like, he's not doing it unintentionally. There's times where you will like card lock somebody, but it wasn't an intentional effort. It's just you're not going to let them break your continent, and that's their only way of getting a card is hitting you. But this is like a hardcore card lock. Even when I moved my army away, he was just like, okay, then you know what? I move my army to card lock there. No opportunities away. It screams he knows what he's doing, right? And it watches all these guys are just fucking novices. This game's really easy. Watches that is the case. In which case, it's very funny. So that's very funny if that is how it goes. Pink retakes and pink breaks. Okay, we have some action here. I would really like to see someone die soon so I can view more stats, but preferably one of the 3 I haven't seen yet, because I doubt red's going to die anyway. I think he wins if he plays as well. I think he takes that 32, bodies the 7, puts the 23 in the 10, hard holds both, nobody's stopping him, he wins the game, easy. That's how you win, like, in his seat. It would be very stupid to not take the well, not stupid, but I think it's a very big opportunity to miss by doing anything else. And I would add everything to the 32, and I'd hit up the 1 and then the 7. Because hitting the 7 is going to cost a little bit, and the 23 will make the 10 a 33, so, or 32. Because one troop has to be left behind, right? Does red bot out again? And maybe red goes for the bot out strategy. Maybe that's what we're seeing here, is the scumbag bot out strategy in action. We are, I think. Maybe. It looks like we're seeing the scumbag bot out strategy in action, where a player leaves the game and no one will fight them anymore because they're an AI. And the AI will do reckless damage as well. Maybe Red's an alt account. Because, like, he's doing a lot of interesting things. So blue, let's see here. He unlocks green. If I'm him, I'm moving. Oh no, so that opens up green then. He's probably fortifying more troops there, but he's still going to keep that stack just above the threshold to kill. If I was him and I hardcore wanted to card lock, I wouldn't have gone that way, but given he did, I would have hit the 58 up as well, and then moved everything to that 40. Yeah, because now green just hits it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's correct from green. It's setting a boundary there. It's I want cards and I'm sick of you sitting here and doing nothing all game. Now, green has to be really fucking careful though, because that bot could hit him. I think the bot breaks green. He doesn't realize it's an AI. Uh-oh. If he doesn't realize that's an AI, that almost makes me want to demote him down though. Because while he's playing well, being passive, it's like, yeah, it's a good thing if you can be passive, but it's not a trait exclusive to high players. And not realizing someone botted out is a very big mistake. Very big. That basically costs him his game if this AI decides to break, which is highly probable it does. It has a 4-set, it has a bigger army, and it has a lot of anger. So I now think maybe pink wins. I don't know, because he won't hold Asia, but I think green loses basically all of his forces here, while he loses 40 in his continent. Oh, but red's back. So red doesn't kill green. Green is very lucky red is back, because he wasn't here before. That doesn't, which by the way, so I should say, a player coming back in this situation does not make green any more intelligent, because he should have still treated it like there was an AI. Because the last time red left, it was for an extended period of time. So unless they're all colluding and they're just acting like they're friends, or they're not friends, there's absolutely no reason for them to do it. Also, blue just suicides. Okay. So blue's probably sick of this game. Nothing's really happening. I want to go with like intermediate for his skill, because intermediate or expert, because like masters, yeah, they know how to card lock, and that's a really tough call because he did do a card lock, but I don't know if suicide and someone's away, although maybe he believes now that red's back especially that it's just GG anyway, so he's just like, okay, let's just get this game over with. Green obviously kills blue. Is he fast enough? So let's see. Does he play if animation's on? Okay, he doesn't. That's too fast. Oh. That's a mistake. That hurts green. Because green should have totally killed blue. He had 3 cards he would have set in turn. He would have definitely gained more than he lost. And then he also can maybe take North America and try and work with red. Huh. Okay, I think that my call now, seeing that green's an intermediate who's just passive and isn't very confrontational, or a beginner. He's intermediate or beginner, but I'll go with intermediate. I think blue is an expert ranked player, knowing card locks, and I think he just got sick of playing, which is fair enough. The game's gone on like an hour. And I think red's still a novice, and I think that pink might be, because pink knew how to organize the Asia, but the fact they didn't see that red would backstab him, I think is a little silly. So red also plays animations off. Interesting. I think. Maybe his animation's on. But if it is, then he's moving as absolutely fast as you can with them. So yeah, I'll go with pink being intermediate. I'll go with blue being intermediate, or blue being expert, pink intermediate, green intermediate, and red's obviously novice. So blue, let's see what your rank is, buddy. Were you an expert? Let's find out. Oh man. This looks so bad for me, not knowing this. Wow. Yikes. He's only a beginner. I play a lot of this game, dude. Why am I not seeing beginners this good normally? Like, the dude's still level 1 on battle points, so he has only played like one game at most since the new season. Also, I think red should have killed green there that turn with his 54, and then he 1v1s pink to win, because pink's 67 is locked. He uses 17 to hurt pink's 25, and then he just wins, with the 44. So that's definitely a missed opportunity from red. Man, now that makes me want to like think that green's like not even intermediate, like that these two aren't intermediates at all. But I don't know, we'll see how pink plays it out. Green, I think, might be a beginner now. Seeing the fact that he's not trying to help pink at all, and that he's just like, yeah, this is fine. No, it's not fine. You guys are about to get fucked up. So, pink knows the break. Do they open up the 44 or the 54? He opens the 44, so I think that's a mistake. Does he open the 54 as well? He does. So that's telling me, yeah, especially, yeah, I guess he's like intermediate beginner level, probably closer to beginner then. So we have a novice, a beginner, and another novice so far in this lobby. Okay. Red does not open him. Yeah, red's like, that's like, see, like, okay. I want everyone in the comment section of this video to tell me, do you see novice players playing this fucking well normally? Because I've never seen this before. And like, this isn't me just saying it because I'm mad I'm wrong or something. I'm fine being wrong. That's part of the joy of this, is that I learn and I get to figure out people's ranks, right? It's interesting. That was why I started this, was for my own self to have fun and for you guys to hopefully get some insight on it. But like, I've never seen players play this well, that low on the ladder. Like, red just wins here. He knows what he's doing. He's efficient. He's smart enough. If he's extra good, he's going to hit that 12 or that low 1 there. He's going to put everything else on the 44, and he's just going to sit outside of Australia. Right? And then he just adds like his 22s from between North America and the other place in. I think he's a little too slow to get all of this, but he's still going to hit the 12 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he just wins. He absolutely dunks on this dude. Yeah. So, like, yeah, no match on 3 especially. That's rough. Oh, he bots out. Okay. So, if he's botted out and he's definitely defeated. Oh, no, he's back. What the hell? That was a weird series of events then. That didn't look like he was still playing. The way that he added the troops there. But sure. Okay. Does red just hit it? He should just hit it, eh? Just hit the 72, bro. Yeah. Yeah. He goes in. He knows what he's doing. He cleans out red. It doesn't matter. Pink doesn't matter if pink is a set or not. That one's beyond fucked. You can kill Australia if he loses no troops at all throughout here. It'll still be 100%. He loses 1 troop, so if it goes down to a 89% chance he wins us. Yeah, it's Australia. Yeah, he wins for sure. Both of them on 4 cards. He has 90 troops though. So, okay. Since the game's over, let's look at the rest of their ranks now, because there's no possible way this game goes anywhere. different. Pink is a level 6 novice who has never played an online game in his fucking life. Okay. So it's either an alt account or... It has to be an alt account, right? Or he's just good, I guess. And then we'll see what Red's rank is right here, right? Or 0 battle points, yeah. Red's rank... Oh, wait, I already saw that. Blue was an intermediate. Okay, I forgot to check Blue's rank. I don't remember why I forgot to do that. But he was an intermediate. So, yeah, okay. Wait. Didn't I check his rank and it said he was a beginner? This wasn't a ranked game. Was it? Shouldn't have been. But I guess it could have been. But they were all novices and beginners. That's crazy to me. That's so fucking crazy, dude. That has to have been a ranked game, but I don't remember making it ranked, right? Like, yeah, my rank didn't drop at all from losing to a bunch of novices. Did I set that as ranked? I didn't. What the fuck? Okay. Well, anyway, that was the first episode of guessing players' ranks. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun doing that. I got none of them right except for yellow. But hopefully you guys can admit that that was a much higher skill lobby than you would normally see from a bunch of beginners and novices. Everyone played really well. Congratulations to the players. GG's. And yeah, I'm going to have to peace out because it's been a long-ass fucking video. My throat's sore. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I upload on a somewhat not regular at all basis. And yeah, I have a fun time playing Risk, and I'm trying to spread that joy to you guys too. So with all of that being said, this cowboy's gotta walk off into the sunset. So until next time, peace out, gunslingers.